Recording in progress. All right, my loves, let's get into how to spot a narcissist. All right, so what are we talking about today? Let me look. Oh, I know. What behavior? Okay, here's the three that we're going to get to. I love doing this. I'm going to do it. I'm going to post it in here. Hi, Nancy. Here's what we're going to talk about. Yes. Any questions? Let me know. We're going to cover this. What behaviors are typical / classic red flags? What is a way you could test a person to see if they are narcissistic, and what kind of person is attracted to a narcissist? Juicy. So welcome. It is November 1st. Can you believe how quickly this year went by? Because we're ascending. All right, I won't go woo-woo on you. I'm going to stay focused. So if you're a survivor of narcissistic abuse, you understand that spotting people who do not have empathy is an important skill to foster. And I think this is a great topic for those who are recovering. Agree? And the answer to the question is always going to be the same coming from me. You must heal from the past narcissistic abuse that you've experienced, and then you will never attract a narcissistic partner again, period. But I'm going to give you the answers that you could just, I'm not going to give you. I'm not going to give you the answers that you could just Google and get. But the answer, the number one thing to solve this problem is to heal. So you're going to get the answers to questions like the ones that I share with you every week, right? All the questions that we've covered. What are the red flags? How do you trust your intuition? How do you set boundaries for connection and safety? And you can find all of these past videos on my YouTube channel. You just hop over to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe. That would be great. And then every time we do these lunch lessons, I do upload them over to YouTube. So when you subscribe, you'll get the notification for you to watch it again. All right. How to discern the difference between love bombing and genuine displays of affection. How do you remove yourself from the relationship without becoming enmeshed in the drama? These are all the topics that I've covered in the past for you. What are the signs of love bombing? What is considered too much attention too soon? And is it possible for a narcissist to change? And then like a whole slew of other questions that we've covered doing this Tuesday's lunch lessons. So today we're talking about what behaviors are typical classic red flags. Oh, and I say this all the time. When people tell me things, I'm like, oh, that's classic narcissistic behavior, because there is classic narcissistic behavior that you can see upon meeting someone, having a conversation with somebody. The first thing to doing that part of it is to recognize it now with the people around you now. Getting so familiar with the narcissistic behaviors around you right now. Who's around you that's narcissistic? Is it a mother, a parent, other parent? Is it a family member? Is it a boss? Is it a coworker? Is it a spouse? Is it an ex-spouse? Is it a brother, sister? Who is it? Get really familiar with their ways of being that you already know, like, totally. So what are the typical classic red flags? I've shared the red flags with you like a million times, right? Because last week we talked about what are the 3 red flags. We talked about the green flags, right? So when women come to me and they say X, Y, and Z, and I respond, well, at least in my head, I say that's classic narcissistic behavior. It's basically a taking behavior. It's a taking energy. Take. Take your money, take your energy, take your soul, take, right? When you're being criticized by somebody, they're taking a piece of you. It's a taking energy. Take. Always doing this, taking. What's in it for me? Taking, right? That is a typical, you got to read between the lines. You got to go beyond what's the surface crap that people are showing you, right? Because I know for me and a lot of people, it's like when these people show up like this, we dismiss it. We go, oh, she's just a bitch, or he's just a, what I used to say about my ex was, oh, he's just having a bad day. No, he's not. He's an asshole. Call it what it is, right? He's an asshole. He's a narcissist. That's narcissistic behavior. Because you had a bad day, you take it out on me. I didn't create that bad day, right? So the easiest answer for me to give to you to the question of what behaviors are typical / classic red flags, it's a taking. It's a taking. Always. And the only way a taker, or let me rephrase that. The only people that a taker is going to attract into his or her life, ready, is a giving energy. When you give too much, when you do too much, when you love too much, TOO, too much. So the other energy is an outpouring energy. It's a giving. Let me give you this. Let me give you that. It's a giving. So you got one that's giving, one that's taking. Giving, taking. It's a constant give and take, right? One overpowers the other energetically. Energetically. All right. So does that help with, does that like give you clarity for this question? Let me know in the chat. If that makes sense to you. Hey, Tammy. Hey. Let me know if that makes sense to you. For those of you, Tammy and Nancy, who've been working with me for a while, that should make perfect sense to you. But for those of you who are listening on replay or you don't work with me, that might be, you might need some, extra explanation for that. All right. So yes, I never looked at it that way. The taker and giver. Yeah, exactly. Okay, great. Okay. Yeah. And this is like I said, observing the people around you now. Yes, energy. The people around you now who are showing, we're not diagnosing here, by the way, showing you narcissistic behavior. Analyze them. This is how you will notice the red flags, because when you get to notice this personality so well, you're not going to attract it because you can recognize it 10 miles away, right? It's like so easy for you. You're like, I see that person for who they are. All right, next question is, what is a way you could test a person to see if they are a narcissist? Oh, I love this question because I'm not going to give you a conventional answer. Oh, no, baby. I'm not going to give you something that you could Google. Oh, no. That's not my jam. I'm going to share with you a deeper level of how a way that you could test a person to see if they are a narcissist. And that is, drum roll, please. That is for you to do these 4 things. Love yourself, trust yourself, tell your truth, and forgive yourself. Because when you do these 4 things, this is how you don't need to test anybody. You don't need to test anybody. You will, because you've worked so hard on yourself, because you've worked on yourself to forgive yourself and peel, shed, and heal away the past traumas that you've been through, the past behaviors that you've entangled yourself with. When you've done that for yourself, you don't have to test anybody. You can see it clearly. And you're going to look at it like this. That's a door. I know that's a door. I see that's a door. And a door has many uses to it. And that's a door. Do you understand? Does that make sense? You will see the narcissist for who they are. That's a narcissist. You don't have to test. You don't have to test anybody. You see that that person's at the very least showing narcissistic behavior. And that's okay. That's okay. This is the level of healing that you will get to. That's okay. When I see narcissistic people out in the world, I don't judge them because I've raised my consciousness. I've raised my vibration. I've healed from the crap of the past. I don't go, I'm not triggered by them anymore. I don't need to test somebody to see if they're narcissistic. I can see that you're showing narcissistic behaviors. Okay, great. What else? Like, that's okay. Just like that's a door. It's okay that that's a door. You don't have to test anybody. Testing is when this question, the energy of this question comes from, I'm still willing to play games with the narcissist. That's what this question is saying. The energy of this question. I'm still willing to play games with the narcissist. So if you're still willing to play games with the narcissist, you're going to keep dancing with the narcissist. I know that's not what you want. I know that's not what you want. I know you want to be done with this energy, with this person, with this past trauma. I know you want to be done with all of this. So that is the way out. That is the way for you to see it for what it is, like that's a door, and not have any judgment towards that person or their behavior, because you've freed yourself by loving yourself, trusting yourself, telling your truth, and forgiving yourself. You've freed yourself from that. You're no longer triggered. That is a door. That is a narcissist. Equally useful, equally can be a pain in the ass. Period. So if you Google that question, you're going to get a whole bunch of, oh, if they show up, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a shit? Why do you care how they show up? You don't care. That's not going to help you in the long run, because then what you're going to do is you're going to go everywhere and you're going to go, oh crap, they're everywhere. Like I can see dead people. I see narcissists everywhere. Okay, well, that's not a solution. That's not a solution for you. We're about solutions here. We're about solutions. All right. Does that make sense? Does that make sense? Let me know if that makes sense to you. Makes sense? Yes and no. 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 Let me know. All right. We're moving on, Babette, to the last question. I'm just spitting them out. I think I'm high off of the call that I just had with somebody who's signing with me to be my client for 6 months. I'm rolling off of that energy because she is in a very bad spot right now. In fact, you know what? Let me write that down. She's in a tight spot right now, and I know I can help her, and I'm excited to help her. Dang it, where's my pen? Okay. Okay, so yeah, this is I'm rolling off of that high that I can help her. I'm so excited to help her. Hey Connie, I'm so excited to help her because she's got a real shitstorm of a story, and it's going to be exciting. Okay, so what kind of a person is attracted to a narcissist? I love this question, and this question is going to need I'm going to need to take my blur off of my camera because I got to show you something. And for those of you who are my client and you've heard me talk about this before, you've seen me talk about this before, this is good for you as well. Okay. I want you to look at this homemade chart that I made. Okay. And so what we have here, we have woman energy at the top of the triangle, and that's the green light. Green represents the green light, right? Yes, yes, yes. Go, 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 right? Peace, love, and joy. These are the emotions that you feel in the green light. And then we have the yellow. I don't have a yellow marker, so I just used the yellow sticky note. Okay. And in the yellow, when you're in the yellow, you're getting there, right? Because down here in the red, this is like the stop. This is the stoplight. This is where you feel stuck, right? You have the child energy, which is the victim, the drama queen. You're either in this or you're attracting this energy. Scared child, the addict, the narcissist. These are just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 11 sub-archetypes that we show up as. All right. And so over here on the other side of the triangle, we have mother energy. And mother energy, she has a rescuer side to her. She's a martyr. She's a worrywart. She's a chubby bubby. She's a perfectionist. Okay. And so I mark these colors to indicate to you where you're at. Okay. So the lower red feeling stuck emotions is shame, blame, guilt, fear, right? When you get into the yellow is when you start to get courage, right? You're like, okay, I've been this way for so long. I'm ready to get out. Give me the courage. That's the yellow. You're getting there. You're getting there. It's like the middle piece, right? You start here. And unfortunately, let me share this with you. This is really important for you to know. And I heard it explained again today. And I love the way I always try to explain it in a way that's super simple and like you get it. You really, really get it. Here it is. I was going to say, unfortunately, this is where we come from, but there's two parts to that. Okay. I want to show this whole thing. That's partially true. We are born in these higher levels of emotions and vibration and frequency. Here's where we're born, in this higher part. God doesn't make mistakes, my loves. God does not make mistakes. God does not make mistakes. Okay, you think of a baby and how a baby is born. What does a baby cry for when they're born? Their needs. I'm hungry, cry. I shit my pants, I cry. Right? I need love, I cry. I need attention, I cry. Basic needs, right? Basic needs a baby cries for. Okay? Now, through the environment that we are raised in, and not only the environment close to us, like our family, friends, church, community, the closest ones, but also on a broader prospect of society, right? Society has ingrained in us and trained us to be in the lower levels, in the stuckness, in the victim, in the drama queen, to attract it or be it, right? To be a worrywart, to worry all the time. To put on the weight, right? But show everybody how perfect my life is. This is who you are. This is who you are. You're in the yes, yes, yes. You're in the peace, love, and joy. You've been trained. This is a training. This is a conditioning to be in the red. So I share that with you to say that the answer to this question of what kind of person is attracted to a narcissist, that person, yeah, people pleaser, mom energy, no orange, that's it. That's it. Okay, so the kind of person that's attracted to a narcissist is the mother the mother energy, and the child energy. I used to say that narcissists couldn't attract each other, but I wasn't at the level of where I'm at now. Yes, two narcissists can attract each other. One person has to surrender in the relationship. So when you're in the lower levels, so basically, in a nutshell, when you're in the lower levels, because the narcissist is in the lower levels, it's just two wounded people who have attracted each other. So it's not a kind of person. It's not like there's a profile of a person. It's a wounded person, wounded people attract, and it's something that in life that you need to learn about. You need to learn about because you're here, you've attracted here. Narcissist is a sub-archetype of the child energy. It's a these are sub-archetypes. You got the archetype, the main three archetypes, then you got the sub-archetype. And the narcissist is a sub-archetype of the child energy. So who commonly attracts the person of a narcissist is the mother energy, because remember, mother is giving, child is taking. But you can't have scenarios where two takers come together. One has to surrender. I've heard many, many times where two narcissists come together. So does that make sense to you? Does that make sense to you? Yeah. So all that needs to be done, sharing all of that with you, all that needs, the solution to all of that is to shift, because remember, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing broken in you. There's nothing that needs to be fixed in you. It's just a shift from the bottom of the triangle up into the top of the triangle, which is your woman energy, which is, if I was to describe woman energy in a nutshell, she basically has her shit together in all areas of her life. That's, in a nutshell, that's what it is, right? Health, body, finances, relationships, all relationships. There's an equal balance in her life. She doesn't put up with the crap, right? She knows how to show up as her future version of herself. She knows how to keep showing up as this empowered version of herself and no longer the lower level version of herself, because she can see that all of that is just conditioning. Yes, backbone, Mandy. Yes. She can see that it's all conditioning. She can see that that's not her true identity. When you're in the red, you're not in your true identity. That's not who you are. That's not how God made you. Your true identity is the peace, the love, in the higher vibrations, in the higher frequencies. Yeah, badass and empowered. It's your feminine energy, right? Yes, good. I'm glad you see that now, Mandy. It's the softness of you. It's the feminine side of you, right? You're not mothering anybody anymore. And even if you have children, it's this mother energy is different from being a mom. There's being a mom, and then there's mother energy, right? We're a mom to our kids, but we don't want to show up in mother energy to our children, even if they're adults. We always want to be in that woman energy, the balance, right? The one who knows like the boundaries and knows her shit. So even if you are a parent, you still want to be in the woman energy, because this is how we teach our daughters how to be in woman energy, how not to be in mother energy, how not to attract narcissists in child energy when we're in woman energy. This is how we teach our sons what a real, not real, because you are a real woman and I was a real woman, but to show our sons what a woman really is, the softness of her, the feminine of her, and also the inner strength of her. You are all those things. You are naturally all those things. You're not afraid to ask for your needs to be met in any relationship. You've been trained to be scared to ask for your needs to be met. You've been trained to put other people before you. That's a training. That's a conditioning. That's not you. You are naturally in your woman energy. Does that make sense? Does that? Yes. Awesome. Yeah, it's true. I did a fun video on TikTok. I'm going to share in the group. Thank you, Mandy, for saying that. Let me see if I could share it here. It's funny. I dedicated it to all of my, hold on, I need my glasses. I'll share it real quick here and then I'll put it in the group. Where is it? Okay, ready? I'm going to show it to you. I dedicated it to all of my clients, soon to be ex, which is the narcissist. Ready? Wait, let me go to Zoom. Okay. This ain't my first time. No, bitch, it ain't. No, it ain't. This ain't my first time. I love it. I love it. It ain't my first time at the rodeo, fellas. So when you have somebody supporting you who has this energy of like, bring it on, you're fully supported, you're fully loved, you're fully, and you are fully like protected. I'm going to guide you. I'm going to show you all the things that, you know, going up against the narcissist, whether it's court, divorce, or whatever, for you to win. And that's what I want to share with you. This Saturday, I'm doing a workshop, masterclass, called Win at Divorcing a Narcissist. Connie and Nancy will be there. Connie has already said yes to the program, and I'm excited to start that program because so much is coming through that it is going to be a true transformation. So what you're going to learn in this masterclass that's coming up this Saturday is I'm going to show you how to create a plan and a safe exit for you and your children, if that's where you're at. All right. And even if that's not where you're at, to create a distance between you and the ex so that there's no more playing games and toxicity that's going on. I'm going to show you how to shop for a divorce attorney who knows how to successfully divorce a narcissist. I'm going to show you what to do and say so that you are winning in family court or stop the court dates. I've heard from so many women that, you know, even after the divorce, the narcissist is still dragging them back to court. They still got to pay the court fees, got to pay for a lawyer, got to have their lawyer like on speed dial. Fuck that shit. Stop. I'm going to show you how to stop and receive everything that you're asking for in the divorce. So even if after the divorce, you're still fighting for child custody, right? There's still this battle. Whatever it is, I got you in this masterclass this Saturday, 11/5 at 12 noon. I'm going to show you all those things. When you sign up for the masterclass, you also get bonuses because I love you. Bonus number 1 is you get a deep dive training video on how to win at divorcing a narcissist. Watch as I reveal the exact steps it takes to win at divorcing a narcissist in this short video. Bonus number 2 is how to starve a narcissist. Oh, honey, let me show you how, and step in a step-by-step, easy to follow PDF format. Bonus number 3 is I've created a personal testimonial video showing you the results my clients have been receiving by working with me on how to divorce a narcissist. And Connie, I got to add yours. Seriously, how much are you really saving in a divorce? Far more than what this masterclass costs, which is $25. So if you go to the page, I'm going to share the link with you. I have all the frequently asked questions covered for you. You can just scroll down and get that. It's this Saturday. It's $25. What time does it start? 12 noon Eastern time. I don't know what time zone you're in, Mandy, but it's 12 noon. You get all of those bonuses. And we're going to spend 2 hours together, and I'm going to walk you through. I'm going to walk you through this process. I'm going to show you exactly what it takes for you to get through this process and win. There's so many reasons why I'm doing this masterclass and why I'm so passionate about helping women. One of them is I've been where you're at. I've been where you're at. And I know It sucks. Okay. Also, I hear from women all the time, Tammy, you work on Saturday? I hear from women all the time that say, he took everything from me. He destroyed me. I just gave up. I just gave him everything. And it fucking breaks my heart so badly because all of that is unavoidable. It's time for the narcissist to start losing in these situations, in these divorces, in these breakups. No more. I'm so committed to showing up and providing to you the tools that you need to win at divorcing a narcissist. So I want to shift this so that more of, quote unquote, you're not a victim, but just for the sake of the conversation, more of the victims are winning in these divorces than the narcissist. And what a perfect world it would be if there was no more of the narcissist winning at all. At all. I'm not the only one who does this. I'm not the only one who can teach you this. Okay. So whoever I can share this with and attract is just a small portion of what, collectively people like me that are doing the same thing can attract. And so collectively, we can do this. We can do this. It takes you to say yes and to show up for yourself. It takes you to stop making excuses and stop being scared. It takes you to do the work that's given to you. Use the tools that I give to you and that the other coaches, whoever you sign up with, give to you, and to get the results that you're seeking. That's it. All right, my loves, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much. Next week, we will tackle 3 more questions. If you have any questions that you want me to discuss or go over on a topic, please DM me. Let me know. Thank you so much for being here. I love you so much. All right. Ready to win at divorcing a narcissist? Woo! Let's do it. Saturday.